Hey guys, it's Ubiru and welcome back to World of Warships. So today I'll be showing you a match in the USS Atlanta, which is the light cruiser, premium ship, for 9,000 doubloons. Now there's a few interesting things about this ship. Historically it was the lead ship in its class. It was commissioned in 1941. It was quite an irregular ship. It had a weird loadout and kind of odd size for a cruiser. It was quite small. The loadout is a huge 8x2 127mm guns, so it has huge buckets and buckets of firepower, but it's not very agile. It's very small and it has almost no armor at all. The ship sadly was scuttled in 1942 after a night attack by the Japs. But yeah, let's get into the stats of World of Warships. So this ship has 27,000 HP, short-range torpedoes, 4.5 kilometers. It has fantastic anti-air. In fact, this ship was classified a CLAA, which is an anti-aircraft light cruiser. And as I said, it has fantastic firepower. So the trade-off for this firepower is it's very fragile. It has almost no armor, and if any big ship comes neck to neck with you in this ship, you'll be destroyed very, very quickly. So this ship has 10.7 kilometers sea detectability and 6.4 air detectability. And in this game, there's not too many battleships, quite a lot of cruisers, and only really a couple of destroyers on each team. So I'm starting off on estuary domination mode, going towards D. I'm trying to play passive really in this game. I understand this ship has, despite it has fantastic firepower, you would never use armor piercing, primarily because you'll never penetrate anything with your low caliber guns. But I'm trying to stand back and see what happens and fire on targets that are already focusing on allied ships. I'm not baiting as such, but you can't be successful in the ship unless you play something like this. So the first target of the day is a Fiji, which is the British cruiser. You're going to lay down lots of fires. You can see lots and lots and lots of guns. The broadside on this is fantastic. So there we are, set on fire, 3,000 damage. Look, 20 hits, another 4k damage there. That's incredible for this ship. And the real damage output of this, another 4k there. The real firepower of this ship is setting targets on fire. That's the best way to get lots and lots of damage in this ship. So 10 kilometers away and still laying down fire. He's sort of turning side to side. It's not the easiest target to hit, but he's quite low at this point and we've done some good damage. So just laying down the fire. Not too many hits there. There's a destroyer on the left and at Fiji as well. Targeting the graph spree. He's turning right now. It's the perfect time to fire, but he's just getting out of range. These guns only go to around 11 kilometers, so 10.8 is sort of going towards the end, and I'm sort of turning towards him to try and get a good angle. So a ship is hiding in the smoke here, and I have been detected. I am within distance of this masked destroyer. I'm going to lay down some fire, some shots to try and get a range of where this ship's going to go. So I did hit him there, set him on fire, incapacitated as well. Not too much damage though at the moment. But there we are. He's hidden in the smoke and just keep firing blind in the smoke and perhaps he'll reveal himself soon enough. Now that other ship is hiding as well. He just fired a broadside, which I narrowly avoided. And now I popped the radar ability. So the radar ability shows me the enemies within the next 8 kilometers or so. And there he is. Through smoke, it doesn't matter, the radar is fantastic. 200 damage and defended the cap. So this guy, thinking he's very safe in smoke, has gone completely slow in the reverse gear, and he's in the open for my team to fire on him. So the fantastic thing about this radar ability, really, is showing all your team where the enemy are. Okay, so now this Fiji is broadside onto me, 8 kilometers away. He's perfect distance, really. Only 1.6k left. I don't think I'll be able to get it, but I'm going to try anyway. Keep shooting, trying to get that kill. It wasn't my kill anyway, but anyway. Back onto the destroyer. The destroyer is 10 kilometers away. I haven't got the radar up at the moment. The graph spree is just nearly out of distance there. I can't quite get him. But the destroyer is hiding very, very close. So I need to be a bit careful of that. And my ally on the left, as you can probably see, is getting a bit too close. So this Königsberg is very, very close to the destroyer. Probably too close considering the fantastic torpedo capability of this ship. I try to be very cautious around that. And I think that's a very silly idea by the Konigsberg on the left. But anyway, so we've cleared almost all the enemy ships in this sector. The destroyer's there, and I know there's another fairly big cruiser on the right-hand side. And this destroyer is playing very, very smart. He's hiding in the smoke. The smoke in this game is very, very powerful. So you pop down smoke and you can fire within smoke and almost be completely undetected. So the New York Dare, that's a big, big threat. So this ship, the Atlanta, despite having fantastic firepower in terms of setting targets on fire and keep laying down the fire, it doesn't do a lot of damage. And it can, as I said before, it has almost no armor at all. So if this thing goes neck to neck with anything bigger than a cruiser, it's going to die. So at the moment I'm thinking detectability of this ship is 10.7 kilometers. I need to stay out of that range from the New York. The ship on the left, the Konigsberg, has been destroyed by the destroyer. Very reckless of him sitting there right next to a hidden destroyer. But I need to lure this destroyer out. So I'm going to lay down some torpedoes on the right hand side, I think, and move closer to the left to try and lure him out. I'm not going to go completely broadside on for him to lay torpedoes down on me. That is too risky. So I'm turning straight here. I know the destroyer is either turning right or he's turning left. He's still in the smoke, but the smoke's disappearing. He's going to appear anytime soon. There he is. Okay, so the mast is there, 4 kilometers away. And now here we go, firing, firing, firing. So the firepower of this ship really does show. Sets the target on fire there, hits the target in the rear, incapacitated the rear gun, nothing too major. I am on fire, but I'll soon fix that. Some torpedoes are coming this way. No problem, just straighten up. That's the first batch. Hit the target again there for around 2,000, and here comes a torpedo. So this torpedo is very hard to avoid. So I don't actually manage to avoid this one, but I saved my repair damage control ability to repair after I got hit, so I don't flood to death. Anyway, the target's still there. He's fired both salvos of his torpedoes. He's turning broadside onto me again, so I've got to keep laying down this fire. 300 damage there. Ooh, come on, he keeps doing scissor movements. Oh, hit him in the back there. Another broadside. The firepower of this ship really is fantastic if you get lots in. Oh, there we go. 2,000 damage. 500 left. And there we go. Incapacitated and destroyed the mast destroyer. So now the biggest threat on this part of the map is the New York battleship. Now the New York battleship is quite formidable. And especially formidable against cruisers such as myself in the Atlanta with almost no armor. Now I can see on the map, you can see what kind of direction he's going in, and he's heading this way. He's next to a small little island, and I know my surface detectability is 10.7 kilometers. So I'm trying to get to the island on the left-hand side before he gets there. Now I have a sneaky plan what I'm going to do with the New York. Because I have the radar ability up now, which I can use any time, which detects anything within 8 kilometers, irrespective of smoke or rocks or anything. It's a very, very, very powerful ability. So I know we're getting nearer and nearer now. So I'm going to zoom in and try and shoot the target as soon as he spots me. Not before, but as soon as he spots me, then I have the opportunity to fire, because he can't see me now and his guns are facing elsewhere. Okay, now I've been detected, and now I'm going to fire a couple of salvos to try and set the target on fire. As I said before, the real target of the Atlanta is to set targets on fire and accumulate fire damage more so than any other damage. So he's seen me, and now everyone always sees the Atlanta as an easy target. So the Atlanta they always go for first, especially one such as 10k health, such as myself. So not too much damage. Haven't set one on fire yet. Still there we go. Set one on fire once. About 1.5 thousand damage. More coming in. Another 1,500 or so, and now this is the worry bit. If I peek, if I go continually straight here to the left, I will go broadside onto the battleship, he'll broadside me, and then I'll die. So that is a very silly idea. So what I do now is sit and wait and see where he goes, because this ship does have torpedoes, albeit very short-range torpedoes, 4.5 kilometers, but they do a lot of damage. So here we are, 6 kilometers away, and I think from his pointing angle at the moment, he's going to go to my left. So I'm going completely reverse at the moment, full stop, and he's going to peak hopefully soon. So now we play the waiting game, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Now this ship has the advantage really with the radar, and this ship really should be played more like a destroyer than an actual cruiser. So if you're ever playing this ship, if you ever buy this ship, I recommend playing with your destroyer squadrons. It's not an easy ship to play, but when you get round to it, you can do some serious damage as long as you're careful. The turning circle of this ship isn't very good. The top speed isn't very good, but you can avoid these shells with some turning circle radius upgrades. But at the moment, I'm just trying to straighten up. I've got to watch out where that ship's going. He went off my radar, so my ally isn't spotting him anymore. He could go left, but he also could go right. Now, I haven't used the radar yet. There he is. Now I've used it. 4.4 kilometers away. Now I know he can't see me at this point. I can see him. So 4.1 kilometers, and I can see that he's changing direction to go to my right instead of my left. So I'm getting the torpedoes ready. At the moment, I have to be really sneaky, because if I peek out too much on either side, it could very easily become... he's probably got his guns facing towards me, and then I'm going to die. Now, by spotting the New York, my team Atlanta is actually shooting at the New York to get some easy shots in because of the radar. The radar no longer is functional anymore, but the Atlanta is now spotting him, and now the New York is getting broadside onto me, but I'm playing very sneaky. Atlanta is doing some serious damage to this ship. So this is another fellow Atlanta doing lots and lots of fire damage, and now he's lining up. So now I can't do it too early. I hit the rock. There's the first salvo, and I think one will be enough. So the New York, 1.6k. So he took 30,000 damage from the ally Atlanta. The torpedoes coming in. He has no idea what's coming, and easy peasy. The New York is dead. 9,000 damage. So at this point in the match, we have a huge advantage. There's only 2 enemy ships remaining, and we are winning in terms of cap points as well. So there's a Scharnhorst, which is the Tier 7 German battleship, which is very formidable, with torpedoes as well. And the Omaha, which is slightly less powerful, Tier 5 American cruiser. The American cruiser, along with the Phoenix and the Murmansk, are very easy to kill with citadel hits on the sides. But the Scharnhorst is a very formidable ship. So at the moment I have 2 kills, 106 shots, set 5 targets on fire, and obviously that 1 torpedo hit. And with this Team Atlanta, a very, very good job in taking out that New York in quick succession. So now I'm moving towards the C cap to try and capture the C point. There was an enemy. There was an enemy near the B cap, which is R1. But I want to try and make sure the C cap is captured before I risk going to B and trying to save the day. So I haven't got too much health. I have to be a little bit careful of what I do here. The Scharnhorst could very, very easily kill me with just 1 salvo, along with almost any ship in the game, really. This ship really isn't very powerful in terms of armor. Everyone sees this ship as a big target to destroy within seconds, which most of the time it is. So here we go, flat out 32 knots going towards the sea cap with 2 allies as well. So the Belfast, which is the British cruiser, and the Atlanta as well, which is the same ship as this one. Very, very good ship, the Atlanta. But the Atlanta isn't a very approachable ship. A lot of people don't like the Atlanta because it's too hard to play, or it's too role specific. It's very anti-air specific. Okay, so here the Scharnhorst has now peaked. He has 50,000 health versus 2 Atlantas and a Belfast. It's not looking good. A team member, Marblehead, now is down. So it's just 3 versus the Scharnhorst and the Omaha. So the Scharnhorst is coming closer. So 5 kilometers away, and then he'll be within detectability range. The Belfast is on him. The Atlanta's already shooting prematurely to try and get him. Fire damage is the best point of call, really, with the Atlanta. So the Belfast is going to the cap point. We're both capping the point at the moment. I'm coming slowly behind our allies to try and confirm the capping. And the Scharnhorst is now coming in. Now you can see very easily that he's on fire. And the Scharnhorst has taken a big beating by this guy. Now I've been detected, so I'm within detectability range, and now I'm going to fire. I wasn't going to fire beforehand. And here we go. The Belfast is putting smoke down. The Scharnhorst is coming in. The Omaha is nowhere to be seen. There's 600 health there, 600 again. The Atlanta is now doing his torpedoes. Quite well aimed, actually, but here we go. The Scharnhorst is coming in, the torpedoes. 7 kilometers away from the Atlanta. Ooh, and hit the broadside. Wow, that's a lot. 10,000 health left, and now it's my turn to shine. So I'm going to turn broadside onto this ship and do as much damage as possible. 7,000 health left. Oh, the Atlanta's getting too close next to those big secondary guns, and he's been destroyed. So it's my turn to shine. Firing, firing, and firing. Left side broadside. Keep going, and oh, I missed that one. Second one. Yes, there we go. The Scharnhorst is dead. And now, strategically, funny enough that this worked. Turning sharp to the right here, managed to avoid the Omaha's incoming shots, which could well have killed me. So, turning right to avoid the Scharnhorst attack, successfully avoided the Omaha's attack too. But the Omaha, as you can see, is only 4.2 thousand health left. Going to fire a broadside onto the Omaha. Now, he's got some good guns on him, but he doesn't have quite the same caliber as firepower as I have, and it's a Belfast and Atlanta versus the Omaha. I know what I would put my money on. There we go, defended the cap. This guy has no chance. We have a huge advantage. But at this point, I want to be a bit sneaky. Get around him. I know he has torpedoes, but they're not the longest range torpedoes, to be fair. So I'm going to try and catch that kill up and try to win the game as quickly as possible. So far this game accumulated 3 kills, 8 incapacitations, 6 setting on fire, and 146 hits in total. And you can very easily supersede 150 hits in this ship a game. This ship has crazy firepower. Although the damage can be quite minimal at times, you really rely upon fire damage to do the massive total of damage towards the end. So the Omaha is going to appear any second now. He's trying to cap the point. I've been detected. There he is. He's within torpedo range, but only just. Salvo going in, easily aimed, and there we are. So as you can see, in that game, I accumulated 246,000 credits, nearly 5,000 experience, and 250 free experience. 61,000 damage, 4 kills, 8 incapacitations, 150 shots, 6 set on fire, 9 defended, and team score came third, close third, with the most kills, but not quite as much damage as the allied Atlanta. So that really shows you how powerful the Atlanta can be. If you keep laying down this shots, you can do a lot of fire damage. So in this game, 61,000 damage, most of it on the New York, the ship at the end with that torpedo, but some good damage overall. In terms of credits and experience, before I got premium, it was 203,000, 5,000 experience. If this was with premium, I would have accumulated 326,000 credits and 7.3 thousand experience, along with nearly 400 free experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.